Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video, I wanted to tell you about the latest Skillshare class I just published. I'm really excited because I was really intimidated about making another class. I was afraid it would fail, and I was afraid that people won't like it and that it would be hard to make. And all of these fears so far have been unsubstantiated. I had such a great time preparing this class, and I really hope people will like it. In this video, I'm going to include the welcome video or the intro video of my Skillshare class so you can see what it's about. And also I'm going to include one of the lessons from the class, which is about circles, ovals, and dots and how you can vary them in different ways and incorporate them in your doodles or your art journal or mixed media pieces. If you do want to check out this class, I'm going to leave a link in the description. This link will lead you to the class, and if you are not already signed up to Skillshare, this link gives you 2 months for free on Skillshare. So not only will you be able to watch this class, you'll also be able to watch my other classes and any other class on Skillshare. There are so many amazing classes on Skillshare. Here's the intro lesson of the class, and right after that there's going to be the circles, ovals, and dots lesson. I hope you enjoy it, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Hi, I'm Karen, and in this class we're going to be making curvy, organic, and flowing doodle art. This class is suitable for everyone, including absolute beginners. I've been doodling almost every day since 2015. Doodling gave me the courage to pick up a pen and make my mark on paper. Through doodling, I could be creative, relax, try out new tools and new ideas. Doodling is intuitive and easy, but the creations you can make are limitless. In this class, I'll cover the tools you need. Basically, all you need is a pen and paper. Then we'll practice some basic curvy doodle designs: circles, ovals, dots, scallops, leaves, ropes, outlines, and fills. We'll embellish these designs to make them more elaborate and interesting. Then we'll create more complex designs by combining these shapes. Finally, we'll make a large, organic, curvy, and flowing doodle using the designs we learned in class. It's really easy and a lot of fun. It's even kind of addictive. You can follow along with the designs I make, or go on your own creative tangent and see where doodling takes you. I can't wait to see your creations. Let's get started. In this lesson, we're going to draw all sorts of doodle designs based on circles, ovals, and dots. You can use this page from the class worksheet PDF, or you can just use a blank sheet of paper and draw a few rectangles on it if you prefer. In this first rectangle, let's draw some circles and pack them next to each other to fill the space. I'm trying not to arrange the circles along straight lines or a grid so that they'll look more chaotic and organic, but lining them up could also work. In the next rectangle, let's draw the same thing, but instead of circles, let's use ovals. It's interesting to see how just using a slightly different shape gives it a different look. These remind me of pebbles or beans. Now let's try drawing narrow, elongated ovals with space between them and arrange them like a brick wall. Let's try packing a bunch of circles like we did in the first rectangle, but this time we'll vary the size of the circles. We'll use big ones, medium ones, and even tiny ones. This reminds me a lot of soap bubbles. Let's fill this rectangle with a bunch of dots. I like to pack them one next to the other. That way I assure that the dots don't touch each other and don't cluster together. But it's up to you how you like to arrange the dots. It'll just end up looking slightly different. Now let's do something really simple. Let's draw a line of circles, sort of like a string of pearls, meandering along the space. This next design is similar to the first one we did, except we're going to space out the circles. Here we'll draw some ovals standing next to each other in a line. And now some ovals that are slanted. Alright, so far we've filled 9 squares using ovals, dots, and circles. You can see how even though we're using very simple shapes, we're getting all sorts of different organic looking patterns. What we're going to do next is look at the patterns we've already created and try to add some interest, either to the circles or to the negative space around them. In this first example, let's take the first pattern we drew and just fill in the background in black. So rather than circle outlines, this one looks more like white circles against a black background. Now let's draw that string of pearls again and just add a dot inside each circle. In this next one, let's accentuate the background by adding stripes behind the ovals. It's really interesting to see how the ovals suddenly pop against this background. This next pattern I like to use a lot. Let's fill in the circles in black and then fill in the remaining white space with dots. So these are some ideas I've come up with. I encourage you to try to come up with more patterns of your own. You can see how making slight variations to simple shapes results in interesting looking patterns that are each unique. Having a variety of patterns to choose from when you doodle is really useful. That way you never get bored and your drawings end up looking more complex and elaborate. Let's move along to this bottom rectangle on the page and try to think of all sorts of ways to decorate a circle. So let's draw a few circles and see how many different patterns we can make by using lines, dots, filling in the circles, and combining designs. These circles can later appear in our doodles on their own, or they can be packed and arranged on the page, just like the patterns we drew at the beginning of the lesson. Let's draw a few decorated ovals as well. Finally, let's choose one of the circles or ovals. I'll take this one. And let's also choose one of the patterns from before. And fill in a rectangle using these designs combined. You can see that the possibilities are endless, and we've only just started.